Good day and welcome to the channel. In this short video, we are going to explain this, the Brother DCP2640DW printer. We sourced one. This gets to a good point. We actually bought this from Best Buy, but they didn't give it to us. Brother hasn't given us anything. We'll mention Amazon a few times, 123 Inc., a few other companies. None of this is paid, so it's an honest review. So if you have any use for this video, big thumbs up would be super appreciated. Okay, getting back to it. First thing is, why did we choose this printer over the myriad of other printers? It's basically because it's a branded printer from a company that we trust, that we know is going to be here in 2 years, so we can get toner and parts, that's still very inexpensive and hits our specifications. What are our specifications for our home office? We wanted a document feeder. We only need to use document feeders probably 3-4 times a year, but it's a real pain to have to put them in the scanner one page at a time and then merge them. It costs a little extra to have it. It's worth an extra few bucks. Second thing, I wanted an LCD screen of some sort. I didn't have to be LCD. I wanted an actual screen. Some of the low-end printers don't have screens, they just have buttons. It's very hard to tell what's wrong or if there's a problem. So that was another thing. The last thing was I wanted at least 30 pages a minute. Now you might ask, why 30? Look, all of these numbers that you get from the printer manufacturers are, best conditions. I wouldn't call them fictional, but they're questionable. Let's go with that. I just didn't want to get one of these printers that's running 16 pages a minute. If you do that, probably won't bother if you're just printing one page, but if you've got 5 or 6 pages, they're just agonizing to watch. So, and the dollar savings just isn't there. So actually, let's go over a couple of competitors that we looked at. We looked at some no-name product like Mustache and Phantom. They all came in about the same kind of price. By the way, what did we pay? We paid, well, it was a list of 299 Canadian, but we got ours on sale for 199 Canadian, Black Friday, Christmas stuff. This is often on sale in that 200 Canadian range, so for easy math, call it 140 US, something like that. By the time we were done with these products, these cheaper products, they just didn't make sense with shipping costs and things like this is an open box, and yeah, it just didn't make sense to save, $20 or $30. The Phantom was something I was actually quite interested in. It has a better screen. The company, I looked in their background, looks like they're going to be a little more stable, might be around a little longer. But for the dollar savings, it just wasn't there. $209, it's $9 more expensive and the spec is virtually identical. There's just a lot of product out there to get through, and yeah. Oh, that was another good point. What we also wanted was wireless. In our new home office, which is here, it doesn't have a network port on the side where the printer is. So I really wanted wireless. That's an important point. Okay, let's go over some of the specs and then we'll get to unboxing it and show you what's in it and show you what's wrong with it and what's right with it. Going over the specs. Look, this is an 802.11 BGN. And I don't know what that is. It's, we're an AN. I don't know what that is. Do you care? The short answer is no, you don't care. However, it's not the latest tech. The latest tech, well, the latest old tech is AC, and BGN is, quite old. Who cares? That speed is still faster than what the printer can actually print, so it doesn't make any difference. So if somebody tells you, oh, it's the old speed, who cares? 36 pages a minute, yeah, I'll believe that if I see it. That sort of speed is just fine. 1200 by 1200 dots per inch. Do you care? No. When you're printing, especially in black and white, 300 by 300 is more than enough. And by the way, I believe this is probably actually a 600 by 600 that uses some phasing, as we call it in the business, as a special term we have, to get it up to 1200 by 1200. Regardless, it's still way more than we need, and way more than almost any, unless you're trying to print high-end graphics in black and white, which, you're probably not. Yeah, just 1200 by 1200 is just completely unnecessary. Paper capacity. Yeah, that's kind of a nice thing. Having a larger capacity tray of a 250, it's a nice little feature. We have a printer currently with about a 75 or 100 sheet tray, and it's a little annoying to just fill it up all the time. So output sheets, who cares? Document feeder can accept 50 pages. We had a document feeder in an office that we rolled out, I don't know, a couple of years ago for a client that had little 20-page feeders. And you thought, because who thought we'd ever need more? Turns out they did. So the 50-page, am I ever going to use that? Probably not in this office, but it is nice to have. Duplex printing, that just means prints front and back. Very nice. You save paper. Doesn't save you much in the way of money other than the cost of the paper. because you're still printing. AirPrint from Apple, yes, it supports that, don't care. The Brother app, don't care. It says you can print from it, and yeah, okay, wonderful. Mostly what this is about is getting to this next thing, which is the optional easy print subscription, better known as money you send to Brother all the time, which I don't want to do. Toner is where the profit is in these things, and yeah, I don't want to have a subscription with these guys. I will buy knockoff toners, and you'll see in just a second why you want to do that right away. In this case, it comes with a 700-page, what we call in the business a demo toner. Now, the 700 is a little better than some of the toners that you can get in these new printers. To keep the price down, they won't give you a full toner. They'll give you this not a lot of toner in it toner, and I've seen as low as 300 pages. So 700, not terrible, but you're going to need to order a second toner right away. And we'll show you how we did that. And it's compatible with everything as far as operating systems go, from Linux to Mac to Windows Server to you name it. It's compatible with everything. And it's also compatible with the thicker paper, which is nice. It's kind of funny that it's compatible with recycled paper. Of course it is. It's just a marketing thing. So when you're doing a search, this will show up. And the two different toners are the TN830 and the TN830XL. The XL is just got more toner in it. And then there's a 2-pack here. So yeah, that gets to a good point. Let's go over the nomenclature of this thing. So where the naming comes from. So the Brother DCP stands for Digital Copy Printer. L stands for laser. The number means nothing. And D stands for duplex, and W stands for wireless. So if you're looking for other products, most people will be looking for DWs, or at least a W at the end. When I say that 2640 stands for nothing, what I'm really saying is they put out different products with, they'll put out the same product with different numbers on it at different retailers so that you can't price match them. You think, well, that's kind of a dirty thing to do. That's the printer business, boys and girls. That's how they do it. So yeah, you can probably find a 2641 somewhere, and a 2642, and a 2643. You're going, boy, the specs sure look the same, and it looks the same. Yeah, and one's from Walmart, and one's from Best Buy, and one's from Amazon, and one's direct from Brother. Yeah. Okay, let's go off to the toner very quickly, then we'll go and we will open up this unit, unbox it, show you exactly what's in it. So you can see here, we paid 199 Canadian for the printer for the Brother DCP2640DW. And then we immediately bought knockoff toner. You really need to do that because you just don't get enough in the box. 75 Canadian for 2 of them? Sure. All right, let's go open it up. All right, so in the background, that is our Samsung printer. Samsung was bought out by HP. Well, the printers were. And that printer is just old and it's just got to go. Just too many moving parts that have just come too close to failure. So here is the box. Somebody always wants to see the box. No, we're not going to spend time on the silly box. I'm just going to give you a quick view. If you register, you extend your warranty. Probably a good idea. It's a tear tab there, so pull that off. Anything that's orange should go, standard printer tech. By the way, anything orange in an electric car is high power. You do not want to touch that. But on a printer, that's telling you it's garbage. A little tip from doing decades of these, don't look when you're putting it in. Just sort of get it lined up and just push it in blindly. If you try to line it up, it will be difficult. These things are easy to pull in and pull out. They are designed for people that are not paying attention, so don't pay attention. That's a pretty good size paper tray. Let's fill it up. All right, let's go over a few things before we power it up. This is an extension to the paper tray, otherwise the paper will fall. This is not a handle for you to pull on. Can you? Probably, but it's not the idea. If you need to get into it, put your hand in here, pull it open like that, right? And if paper jams, you can get in, you can take the toner out, and you can get in to do whatever you need to do, which is good access. Close this up. Paper tray, we've just gone over. On this side, we have just a grab handle. That's it. Here, another extension. In the unlikely event you have really long paper. On the other side, we have just another grab handle. In the back, we have an Ethernet port. Now there's a little jack in here just to keep it, it's called a dust cover, just to keep it from getting ugly. USB printer port, and power. That's it. And you can also see there's a door here, so if you need access to get in and unjam the paper, that's how you do it. That's it. Press the power button. Okay, so the first time I did this, when I pressed the Wi-Fi button, my Wi-Fi didn't come up. So let's press Wi-Fi, find network, press OK. Oh, by the way, this is DCP, and we've already explained that. If you see DFP, that means it's got a fax, which pretty much nobody in North America wants anymore, but you might. Commodore 2.4, that will work. I've also got my Commodore, which is 5. I'm going to go to that, 5 gigahertz. You can use either, use whichever network is good for you. Select OK. Network key. I'm just going to use the up and down buttons here. By the way, you can do this through your phone if you set it up to your phone, and it's a lot easier. Apply settings, up arrow for yes. Connecting to WLAN, connected. Yay. Let's back out. If you leave them on for a length of time, they will become permanent. They'll just sort of get glued on there and you won't be able to get them off. So pull them off at the start or leave them on forever. One of the two. I do not want an ad for Brother overcharging me for toner forever. By the way, that was a big I should have explained that. That's a big reason I bought this particular unit, is because the toner I could get was reasonable. And some of the other products, in particular the Xerox product I looked at, toner was crazy price. And you say, well, yeah, but the Xerox has 6,000 page toner. Okay, so it's double the toner, but it's 4 times the price. So not good. I'm going to dig through the Brother site, so I'll let Google do the work. I'll just put in the model, and I'll put drivers at the end. And that'll, yeah, look straight to it. I'm on Windows. I'm on Windows 11. But you can see it supports pretty much everything. Click OK. Now, normally I would just get the driver package, but I also want the scanning software, not just the scanning drivers. So let's go with easy setup. Also, that's what almost everybody here is going to do. So click on that. Open file. Okay, that took like 20 seconds, which was a long time. English US is fine for me. I certainly read that agreement. I actually don't mind them monitoring the error problems on this because it's the nature of my business. You probably don't want to do that. Enter your Brother model. 2640DW, there it is. All right, next. We're going to use Wi-Fi. Found it. Next. We want the drivers and software. I do want the scan software, and because it's new, actually, it's a good idea to do the firmware update anyway. I'm going to do all of these. So I will select standard in this case because it's going to be all of those. Next. Well, there's the registration pop-up. We can enter our information and extend the warranty by 6 months. You will not want to do this, but I do because it's my business. I'm going to send information on the product usage. Very few people will want to do that. Click close. Okay, next. Found the printer. Next. Firmware, sure. I accept the license. You don't have a choice. Next. Where's the password? Right there. All right, and it wants you to set a new password. All right, that took the better part of 10 minutes. That's quite an upgrade. So there we go. And the software is installed. So you can see we've got Brother I print and scan. Agree with the license agreement because you don't have a choice. It's a new version. I don't care. Okay, let's try to print anything. So I'll just go to Word, Garbage, Print, to the Brother. There it goes. Bingo. So hey, if you found this video useful, please give us the big thumbs up. We'd really appreciate it. If you have any questions or concerns, you can always get a hold of us directly at www.urtech.ca. That's www.urtech.ca, or you can leave a question or comment below, and if we don't get back to you, somebody else will, because on YouTube, everybody's got an opinion. Thanks, and have a great day. Bye-bye.